Hey guys and gals, this is Marathon Man, coming at you live with Goemon's Great Adventure. Let's keep going through Edo Castle. Or Edo Castle, I'm not totally sure about the pronunciation. I think this entire LP could be subtitled with apologies to Japanese pronunciation. And what was I even thinking there? I just kind of stood there. I was pressing the button. I mustn't have been pressing it in far enough or something. I don't know. I think the game's just trying to mess with me. All right, moving on. Make some jumps. Keep on going. Ooh, and boulders are trying to fall down and crush me with the impact faces on them. So I think we're about like halfway. Darn. I was saying we're about halfway through the castle, but fortunately, since I just took that hit, there's a Maneki Neko and some dumplings. Wonderful. Just wonderful. But, I mean, if it was really nice, I wouldn't have taken the hit in the first place. But of course, that's never gonna happen. Why would the game skip a chance to screw with me? Jump over that. Don't get hit by him. Can we jump up here? No, I don't think we can. Alright, I'm not messing around with the samurai guys anymore. We all saw how that went last time. Should I be? Yeah, I'm close enough to get him. I might have pushed him back a little bit by hitting him on the shield. Alright, what's over to the right here? Because I think we're supposed to go to the left. And it's money! I like money. Especially when it's just kind of randomly sitting around to be taken. I mean, I suppose unlike a lot of video games, it kind of makes sense for there to be just pots of money sitting around. I mean, this is an opulent castle. Maybe there's some money over here. No, there's just this thing. This is the warp to the tea house in another dimension. It's just like the tea house normally, so you can switch characters here and in the middle of a course. But since Goemon's the best in my opinion, I'm just gonna stick with him. Bye guys! Anyways, back to Edo Castle. So yeah, it does kind of make sense for there to be pots of money sitting around. I mean, there probably would be quite valuable things sitting around. It's not like out on the middle of the road, why is there just a random pot of money sitting there? There is kind of some reason why it could be here. But anyways, why'd I even bother to grab that? I already have a gold Kiseru. I never actually really explained what the Kiseru is, I just kind of named it and moved on. Oh, we can see we're up to about, upper chest, upper back. So we got a bit more distance to go before he can get on his head. The Kiseru is basically a tobacco pipe that, since bladed weapons were banned for the kind of the lower classes during a lot of the period this would be taking place in, as well as several other periods in Japanese history, what they would do is take a Kiseru, which would be a large, weighted, fairly heavy tobacco pipe, and use it as a club, much like Goemon is doing. And then there were kind of rogue, if I remember correctly, they're like rogue samurais, the Kabukimono? I'm gonna have to look that up, so if it turns out that I'm, actually, regardless of whether I'm right or wrong, I'll put a little note up in the corner saying that's true or no, it's actually called this. But they were basically gangs of rogue samurai that... yes, he's shooting snot at us. Lovely. Oh! I missed that jump. And we have to do it again. Alright, go. Ah. Alright. Third time's the charm, right? That's how it goes? Third time's the charm? Alright. Wait. Lead his shots over here, then run over here and make the jump. Alright, let's go. Let's get out of here. So, that was fun. Ooh, and Omamori. I do need an extra life now. So as you can tell, we're actually above his head now, so we haven't got that far to go. So these kabuki mono, or whatever they're actually called, and I'll have put the note up, were gangs of rogue samurai that just kind of went around screwing with people. They're bandits, basically. The name literally means golden maneki neko. We'll have to find another way to get up to that. It literally means something like strange one or odd people. So, they dressed in very flamboyant colors, just kind of to show off the fact that they were flaunting the law, and one of the weapons that was associated with them is a ornate kiseru. And man, that was close, I nearly landed on someone. So they would carry around a golden kiseru, much like Goemon uses. Because that would be, well, I don't know if it would actually be golden, but it would very likely be ornate. Because it's a way to not technically break the law, because it's not a bladed weapon, but to flaunt the law in saying, yes, we're bandits, yes, you know about it, I dare you to come catch us. But anyways, now we're done with this whole area. This is the kind of final run-up to Impact's head. You get some money, you get a maneki neko, there's an omamori for one more life, and now we run out over this board onto, yep, that's Impact's head right there. And we get a short cutscene as we jump down and see the Brainwashing Machine, Shishi Scarecrow. With a festive dragon head and weird-looking human head. So it's a very simple boss, you just hit those things back at it. And because video game bosses are very unintelligent, he'll keep shooting them at you. And I miss every last one of them. I mean, really, most video game bosses are defeated in one of two ways. You wait for them to do a specific thing that makes them vulnerable, or something in their room is dangerous to them. I mean, a little intelligence on their part would render, like, half of the video game bosses totally invincible. I mean, this guy can only be damaged by those blue balls, so if he didn't shoot them, he wouldn't take any damage. There's a later boss who's only damaged by kind of environmental hazards in their room. Now, the reason I'm not jumping over that, because you can jump over it, is in my experience, he won't move on to the next stage until you let him take a few punches at you. See, now I'm just jumping over it so I don't have to deal with Impact trying to hit me. Well, and we've won! Yes, so we've taken out the Shishi Scarecrow, the game's first real boss. Not a challenging one, but one that, partially because I've had plenty of practice against it. Because, you know, little kid, for a while I was playing this game because it requires a controller pack before I got a controller pack, so I'd just be able to play, like, the first area before I had to turn the game off and lose all my progress. And this is Omitsu, who was mentioned earlier. And she's Goemon's love interest, yada yada, and the music turns sinister. Something's incoming. Well, given the music, I would say probably a foe. That's rather sinister music. It's very pink. Oh, but that's Wise Man. And the music turns light again. And we get Wise Man's theme. Yeah, what are you doing here? This is kind of a... Impact's head is a strange place to have a reunion. But he's completed a new robot. One like Sasuke, or... Actually, the robot is what he flew in on. It's the size of Impact. The enemy will soon be here in a huge robot. Well, now we have two giant robots to fight with, so let's get going. We have Impact, who we're currently standing on, and Wise Man's creation, Miss Impact. It yeah. Again, kind of strange game. Built a female robot, apparently to be Impact, the alien robot's wife thing. Yeah. Anyways, this is the first robot battle, the Bismaru Elegant. Every chapter concludes with a boss fight, as well as a robot boss fight. You can see at the top there's the boss's HP, our HP on the right, and our total amount of coins on the left. Punching these things gets you coins. And shooting at them with the Z button, why can't I hit you? I took a lot of damage there for no particularly good reason. If you press the Z button, you'll fire what Impact's doing is the same snot fireballs he was shooting at us earlier. They do a little bit of damage to the boss, but also, more importantly, can shoot those things from a distance. This is one of the special moves, the multi-punch. It's up, down, up, A, and by up, down, up, I mean on the C buttons, or C stick for me, because I'm not playing with a Nintendo controller. Yeah, so punch, get a few more. And Impact in the background, not that helpful. I screwed up the multi-punch there. But on rare occasion, he will manage to punch the Bismaru Elegant towards you. The other special attack requires a full bar like you see on the bottom right. Why can I not hit you when you do that? I've lost half my health to that, and I've lost even more health because I was stuck in the multi-punch animation. You want to be very sure that you're going to hit them when you use the special attacks, because otherwise you get stuck in an animation for a while. Alright, where did he fall down? Multi-punch and got him. Got him, got her. Bismaru. I don't even know what to call you. We're kind of getting close in terms of time. I mean, we're not going to finish the chapter. I may be able to finish this battle. So I'm just going to start shooting him with everything to try and deal a little extra damage. See, every shot takes off, I believe it's 3 HP for every shot. Although most of the time they can just bounce off them, so it's... If you're not on a time limit like I am, because I'm trying to keep it down to a reasonable length of time, then there's no extremely good reason to fire at him with the fireballs, because you're just using up money. But since I am trying to finish it on a time limit, I will fire at him. And I do have the ultimate attack charged up for when I do decide to use it. I'm going to hold off on it because there is one point in the battle that you really want to use it. The other controls, aside from B being your left punch, A being your right punch, and Z shooting the fireballs, you also have the baton pass with R. What it does is, if you press R and fire it at the other robot running around, you will switch characters. That's kind of helpful if you just have a lot of damage on one but not the other, to spread the damage out over two. If you're playing with two people, it will switch control so that the other person is the kind of central controller. But most importantly, when they try this attack, do baton pass, and it will allow you to dodge it, because that attack is unblockable otherwise. Now this attack is when you want to use the super beam. Oh yeah, that should be good. Well, this has been Marathon Man, because I'm cutting it off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.